Vinnie Mountain Grandma here. Today I'm going to talk about Echinacea, harvesting the seeds, and you can see all of these black pods in this bag that I'm going to harvest, and I'm also going to talk about planting these seeds. So let's go ahead and get started. When harvesting Echinacea seeds, you want to wait until the flower is dyed and the seed pod is nice and black, like this. There we go. And there's a couple different ways to do this. I've seen people put it in a Tupperware container of some sort and shake it. Honestly, it's not a big deal to just do it like this. You'll notice as I'm pulling these out that you have some lighter colored seeds in there. At least I hope you can see that. Because you'll have the shaft and then you'll have the seeds towards the end of that shaft. So I just pull all of these out, and I recognize that I'm getting some of the shaft along with the seed, but I'm not too concerned about that. I have a lot to pull, and this is just from all of these pods that I'm going to be doing here are from one flower that I purchased from GrowJoy, so it was already a strong, healthy plant. What I have heard from people is that your Echinacea might not produce flowers the first year. I actually heard that from a couple of folks. So we'll see how this goes with me this year. But you can see the nice straw color, kind of is how I would describe it, that you're seeing. Ooh, goodness. And some of this. And it's that straw color, if I could get it to focus for us, that is the actual seed. And when you pull all of these out, you end up with, you know, the center cone. You can kind of tell. And then you know you're done. So I'm going to continue to do all these, and I will share with you how much I actually get from all of this here in just a minute.
So you'll see here I've got several piles that I created as I was pulling the flower heads apart to get the seeds out, and you do get the seeds and the shaft at the same time. I've been kind of going through them to pull the seeds out, and even after the fact, what I'll probably do is take the shaft and just whatever I don't see that's a seed and it just looks like shaft, I'm probably just gonna fan it out over the top of like an area where I'd love to just have a bunch of Echinacea growing. And I wanted to share this with you, the variation in color. So you can see the seeds themselves over here actually look like little grains of rice, kind of dirty rice. And then you'll see right here, there's some that are green, and you'll notice this pile is a lot of green. So the reason this is green is because when the flower head died off at the end of the summer into the winter, it was just a young flower, and so it's green, but those seeds will still grow.
So I'm going to start these seeds a couple different ways. One way is by using the pods that soak up the water. I'll show a picture of those. I really love those because they don't use up much water when you're starting them. But I'm also just going to direct seed into the area where I want these Echinacea to grow, and I'm planning on putting them in different areas of my yard on my property, just to see if I can grow them kind of as a wild flower, not necessarily taking up my garden specific space, but really just letting them grow out here. And one thing I did learn was at the end of the summer, do not water them. Just let them die as winter rolls in, and they will survive the drought. So my high desert friends, this is a flower that's also medicinal that will survive through a drought and through our winters, which is awesome. And I use this for medicine. That's why I want to grow a lot of them. As a medicinal plant, you can use the flowers and the leaves to make a tea. You can use the root to make a tincture, and that is one of the things I want to do. So I need to plant a lot of these because when I uproot them, I'm going to be killing some of them. So I've got to make sure I replenish what I utilize there. But I encourage everybody to grow this plant on your own property. As you all know, Echinacea is famous for its immune boosting properties, and I think it's something that we all should have in our medicine cabinet. Thanks so much, and let me know if you guys grow this medicinal flower, or if you grow anything else for medicinal purposes, and how you use it. Take care, everybody, and remember to keep your joy.